But when you're considering trying to get you an NSTs, one of the things that you may want to remember, because while you can qualify as a QDIST, you got to remember that the tax advantages are pretty steep, but they're pretty good for you. But the entitlement for higher personal exemptions is going to be as much as like 3,800, as dated back in 2012, compared to the regular trust. That's only going to get 100 in qualifiable deductions. So you can potentially allow both the trust and beneficiary to claim personal exemptions, which could definitely maximize the quantity of profits that you get off of the trust, which means that you overall don't have to pay as much. Now, they're going to offer you a little bit of value for tools like enhancing the quality of life for the individuals with disabilities. So when you're doing this for people that you care about, these are going to give you a lot more flexibility for those special needs individuals, because the trust is going to be dedicated to paying for certain shit like Medicaid, Medicare, other health insurances, medications that your health insurance doesn't cover, doctor's appointments, tests. Think about kids with like cancer or any type of organ failure, somebody that's very sickly on a donor list or something like that, where they have extensive medical bills. This particular type of trust will look out for them while raising enough money to keep providing for them so that they can have a better way to go, instead of doing without certain types of medical treatment because they can't afford to make it. QDISTs are going to focus primarily on tax benefits, but special needs trust primarily aim to protect the governmental benefits and the eligibility to those governmental benefits for the beneficiary. When you start thinking about how the top 1% keeps their money rotating out, where the rich get richer, it's because they make more than they spend. They invest what they make in all the right places. They pay people to invest for them so that they don't waste a bunch of time trying to invest and then invest wrong because they don't have the knowledge to invest. Then they find other ways to bring in more money so that the money that they bring in, they can give to their investor so that their investor can turn that money into more money. Where when you're making money for showing up. You're not making money for backbreaking labor. You're making money for your appearance. And when you're making money for your appearance, typically everywhere you go, you're getting paid. When you reach that type of lifestyle, it's going to be too difficult for you to bend over and pick up $100 bill because you're getting paid to go from one place to the next in a certain period of time. And the time it takes for you to bend over slows you down. Nobody's going to stop for a penny on the ground when they're off to get $100. The value of a penny to a man that's chasing hundreds of dollars. But if you don't teach your kids how to save and invest money, first generation can develop wealth, and second generation can live off the wealth, and the third generation will get whatever's left, and then the wealth is gone. If the third generation even can get access to the wealth, because if the second generation doesn't generation to the wealth, once the beneficiary is no longer in existence, the trust has nothing to pay to. And then it's just an account gaining a shit ton of money. That's how that works. So you never want that, but if you don't have a lineage, you kind of can't choose, can't help.